The international community, as we know it today, while strong, is far from adequate. With global tragedies such as the war in Ukraine and the Israel-Palestinian conflict, along with a nationwide pandemic headlining our news outlets, a key player in plaguing our developing nations with systematic corruption, disastrous diseases, violations of human rights, and poor economic conditions has been seemingly swept under the rug. This key issue is, of course, poverty. And while that might sound straightforward, mostly because it is still the opinion of many that global superpowers such as the United States have not helped enough. Whether they have turned a blind eye or their efforts have been unsuccessful, the disastrous effects of poverty are still apparent in today's international system. My name is Connor Kane, and I'm a political affairs intern with the Borgen Project. The Borgen Project is a nonprofit organization founded by Clint Borgen, who when founding the organization shared a similar vision to millions of people, to fight extreme poverty. While also intending to raise awareness for the issue, another major goal of this video is to reach out to congressional leaders and their teams. Specifically, Senator Butler, urging her to support and co-sponsor the ReadAct reauthorization. Today, over 58 million primary school-age children are unable to attend school, and over 260 million do not have access to even satisfactory education. On September 8, 2017, the United States Congress recognized the vital importance of developing improved educational systems in developing countries, with the purpose of boosting economic growth and social mobility. Bill H.R. 681 will reauthorize this successful bill for an additional 5 years. While improved education helps lay the foundation for a flourishing economy, it can also have a positive impact on international security. Thousands of people within these developing nations are surviving, doing everything they can to put food on the table for their families. This allows organizations that reign terror to thrive, taking advantage of these survivors who are looking for a quick dollar. While working a fundraiser event for the Borgen Project at my local library, I was fortunate enough to meet Neeru, a first-generation mother who was born in a developing part of India. Being a first-generation American in her family, I figured it was a good opportunity to uncover her opinion in regards to the issue we were attempting to bring light by. I asked her a few interview-style questions, but she kindly requested that her face not be shown throughout the video. We had somewhat of a lengthy conversation that often turned off track in regards to other important issues, but I've included some short clips that are intended to show the important points that she explained as she represents the voice of the people as a whole. In your words, how does education of our youth play a role in the development of society as a whole?
I feel, of course, everybody deserves to be educated, no matter what, right? No matter what their final goals are.
Although Neeru's answer was lengthy to this question and full of excellent points, I wanted to place an emphasis on our opening statement. Annually, our nation spends an exorbitant amount of money into areas such as Social Security and our military. Millions of Americans, including Neeru herself, have questioned how Congress disperses our tax dollars annually. Kind of going on to that, what are your opinions on the dispersion of our federal government's annual national budget?
The budgets of all the countries, for that matter, is very politically driven these days, and I don't think it's reaching the right place at the right time.
After a follow-up question, it became clear to me what Neeru was attempting to get at with her previous answer. Like, for say, an area that we invest too much in that we need to pull money out of, and kind of redistribute it throughout.
I feel that even in some of the parts we don't see good results. So for example, like now safety, which has become a big concern.
In 2023, the U.S. spent over $800 billion on the military, about 13% of our federal budget in that fiscal year, more than the next 6 countries combined. The U.S. has been notorious for spending arguably unnecessary amounts of money on their military annually, yet security threats still flourish within our international community. While it is clear that a sufficient military is vital to national security as a whole, the extent of our military involvement throughout American history dating back to the Korean War has been a highly debated topic. A remarkably low 1% of our annual budget is dedicated towards humanitarian aid. As already mentioned, humanitarian aid such as the ReadAct is obviously crucial towards the development of these countries, while still providing extensive benefits to the countries providing it. The ReadAct reauthorization will allow us to strengthen the foundation of our international system by providing developing nations with the tools to build up their own buildings within the city of our international system. With that, our city will become stronger.